Xin chào các em, hôm nay chúng ta lại quay trở lại học tiếng Anh lớp 8 sách chính thức nha các em. Okay, today we are going to study Unit 9, Natural Disaster. Lesson 1, Getting Started, Shocking News. Okay, now look at the conversation please, listen and read. Now you just look at the conversation for me and you will read the conversation in 3 minutes. Okay. So that you can find out any new words you don't know. I will give you 4 minutes in this task. Okay. Now finish reading the conversation. Now let's start learning new words. Okay, there are just some new words in these lessons, so try to learn by heart all the new words. The first word is typhoon. Typhoon. Bão nhiệt đới. The second word is property. 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 Tài sản. The next word is flood. Flood. Lũ lụt. Okay, the next word is trap. Trap. Okay, làm cho mắc kẹt hay là bẫy, đúng không các bạn? The next word is debris. Debris. Cái này không phiên âm chữ S nha các bạn. Debris. Mảnh vỡ, đống đổ nát. The next word is temporary. Temporary accommodation. Okay. Temporary là tạm thời nè các em. Accommodation là chỗ ở. Okay. Vậy từ này là chỗ ở tạm thời. Okay, now there are just 6 words in this lesson. And I think the words are not very difficult for you. So try to learn by heart all the words. And I will check you later. Okay, now after learning the new words, let's practice the lesson by doing many tasks. Now, part A or task A. Read the conversation again and fill the blanks with no more than 3 words. I give you 3 minutes to read the conversation again. After that, we will check the answers together. Now let's check the answer. Number 1. Nam Định province was hit by a severe. Number 1, the answer is tropical storm. Number 2, only a few people were injured. Okay, injured. Okay, chỉ một vài người bị thương. Number 3, the storm caused extensive damage. Damage, okay. Damage, động từ là bằng từ destroy nha các em. To property. Number 4, rescue workers have freed those who were trapped in flooded homes. Number 5, the government has sent rescue equipment, food and medical supplies. Number 6, people without homes will be provided with temporary accommodation. There are just 6 sentences here, and I think the task is not very difficult for you. So how many right answers do you have in task A? Okay, now finish task A. Let's move to the next task. Okay, now let's move to task B, responding to news. Nick uses the expression, "That's terrible," to react to the news of the tropical storm. Read the conversation again and find similar responses. There are 3 responses which are similar to the expression, "That's terrible," in this part. So now I give you 3 minutes in this part to read the conversation again and find out 3 expressions or 3 responses. Now let's check your answer. Number 1, The answer is oh no. Number 2, the answer is that's relief. Number 3, the answer is that's awful. Okay, there are 3 responses here, and I think the task is very easy for you. How many right answers do you have? Okay, now let's finish task B. Now let's move to the next task. Okay, task 2A. Write the responses into the correct columns. Then listen, check and repeat. Okay, the correct thiếu một chữ R nha các em. Okay, now there are responding to good news and responding to bad news. Now look at the box. Okay, there are some expressions here. Now can you fill in the blanks? Okay, fill in the columns. Okay, now I give you 4 minutes in this task. Okay, now let's check your answers. Responding to good news, we have wow, that's great, that's a relief, how wonderful, that's awful, that's awesome. Sorry, that's awesome. Responding to bad news, we have oh dear, that's awful, how terrible, oh no, that's shocking. That's shocking. Okay, the task is very easy, right? Okay. Now, how many right answers do you have in this task?
Activity 2A.
Write down your answer into your notebook, please.
Write the responses into the correct columns.
Let's move to the next task.
Listen, check, and repeat.
Responding to good news. Wow! That's great! That's a relief. How wonderful! That's awesome!
Responding to bad news. Oh dear! That's awful! How terrible! Oh no! That's shocking!
The next task 2B, match the sentences, okay, 1 to 6 to the responses AF, then practice the exchanges with a partner, okay, a partner, ghi chữ R nha các em. Okay, now there are 6 sentences here, and you will choose a suitable, okay, choose suitable responses here, okay, to match, right? I give you 4 minutes in this task. Write down your answers into your notebook first. After that, we will check the answers together. Now let's check the answers. Number 1, Mary and Tom are getting married in July. The right answer is how wonderful. Number 2, I managed to pass the test. The right answer is that's a relief. Number 3, many people die in the accident. The right answer is that's awful. Number 4, they have invented a flying car. Wow. Our house was destroyed by the storm. Oh no. Hospitals have refused to take in any more injured people. That's shocking. That's shocking. Okay, the task is easy for you, right? Okay. Now let's see how many right answers do you have. Okay, task B, 2B. Now let's move. Okay, now we will do task 3. Match the natural disaster with the pictures. Then listen, check your answers and repeat. Can you add more? Okay, now there are 8 words here. Okay, they are natural disaster. Look at the pictures and you will fill the words into the right numbers. I give you 3 minutes in this task because I think this task is very easy for you. Write down your answers into your notebook first. After that, we will check the answers together. Okay, now let's check your answers. Number one is flood. Number two is forest fire. Number three is, okay, you can see it is a big wave. It is a tsunami. Number four is tornado. Number five is mudslide. Number six, it is volcanic eruption. Number seven, it is drought. Number eight, it is earthquake. Okay, they are natural disaster. Okay. How many right answers do you have in this task? I think you have a lot of right answers, right? Now let's move to the next task. Okay, in this task, you just need to make a conversation, but I think it's very difficult for you to make a conversation. So just think about a conversation yourself, and you can practice the conversation by yourself. Task 4. Work in pairs. Ask and answer questions about common natural disaster in some areas in Vietnam. Okay. Where do you live? And there are many natural disasters in the place you live. Now, can you make a conversation? For example, which are the most common natural disasters in Thanh Hóa? Okay, typhoons and floods. How often do they happen there? Typhoons happen there about 3 or 4 times a year, and floods about twice a year. I think this task is easy for you, but you have to do it yourself. Okay, thank you. Let's practice well. Okay. Review. We finished the task, and you should review the new words. You should learn by heart all the new words. You practice reading the conversation again and again, and you should prepare for the next lessons, and do the exercise in the book, please, in the workbook for me, please. Thank you, and see you next time.